What's up, everybody? Let's get into this. My name's AJ Wrights Crypto. It's Wednesday, April 24th. Damn, this month has flown by. Got so much to talk about today. I am feeling a lot better today. I'm not going to lie. I still am coughing up stuff that might grow legs and run away, but I feel better, which is fantastic. All good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Every day, I'll go not 05 Brumfield, Matt Harvey, MRNC, Mike J, Volmer, Bootyhead, Skittles, McFly. What's up, everybody? So glad to have you here. Gandalf Green. Man, we got a lot to talk about today. I do want to give a quick shout out to Phemex, channel sponsor. Do appreciate you guys for the sponsorship and for being an amazing exchange to leverage trade on and for this sweet hoodie. I really do like it. It's pretty Skittles McFly in my book. I'm not going to lie. Man, so what is happening right now? What the F is happening right now? So this is getting a little wild. So yesterday, Hedera, HBAR, one of my favorite projects in crypto, up, because of the news with BlackRock, it started to move towards that white rock in the sky. And it pumped over 100%. And it kept going. Some people ask me, should I take profits? Should I blah, 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 blah. What should I do? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit back and watch this, because I don't know if you guys know this. I have a big ass bag of HBAR. I'm talking a big old bag of Hedera. And last night it hit 18 cents, and I had my finger on the button. I was gonna sell a big amount of it, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I always tell everybody, don't fall in love with your bags. I think the worst thing that ever happened to your gains was being a community member. All true things here. I did not bring myself to sell any Hedera. I was only going to sell like 40% of it, and which would have been like $8,000 profit or something. But I did not. I thought, I think that selling today is a sucker's play, considering the long-term implications here with BlackRock. All right, and then it retested to the 16s, popped back up to high 17s, and since then has come down to 13.5, 14 range. And because there has been a bump in the road, so to speak, there has been some sort of confusion going on here in our little world. Okay, Cointelegraph, aka as Ben famously calls them, Coin Tell a Lie, and that is precisely what is happening. Coin Tell a Lie has struck again. Bunch of clowns. HBAR token price momentarily surged 96% as investors misjudged, keyword misjudged BlackRock's direct involvement in the money market fund tokenization on the Hedera blockchain. They even tried their best to shit on my good friend Mason. Mason's a good friend of mine. He's a hell of a guy, by the way. Check out his stuff. If you don't know who he is, go give him a follow. He's a good dude. So they're over here, putting out stories, putting out all this stuff. And there are people in the Hedera world, such as my boy Zepsi here, good friend of mine, who works at the HBAR Foundation, kind of very upset about this. All right. So look, Mason over here, number one worst crypto news platform. You guys are fucking absolute morons. Who's running quality assurance over there? Explain to us what happened in the fourth tweet once this one is deleted, because what happened is Coin Tell a Lie actually put out a tweet that got deleted, that they deleted it. And that was the beginning of the FUD, or the hit piece you will see some other people refer to, because they don't exactly have their ducks in a row. So what is the truth here? Well, let's ask my friend Mason. Let's ask Mason what happened here. He says Archax co-founder CEO has confirmed that BlackRock was aware of their tokenization of the money market fund on HBAR. Yes, they did not partner with Hedera here. Not once did we ever say that they were partnered with Hedera. The whole story was that a money market fund was tokenized on Hedera. That was the whole story yesterday. All right. So this is a project built on Hedera that has chosen to tokenize a BlackRock fund. And it's confirmed BlackRock knew this was happening and let the PR go out. That is very important. I'll get that more on that in a second here. This is what I call a layered partnership. It's an indirect connection. Also true. The HBAR Foundation was able to frame this announcement in an overly bullish way, as many projects do with their news all the time. Keep hating, you miserable, salty people. I got to give a smash a like just for that last statement there. So I do want to check the comments here for a quick second, but what I do want to go to next here is probably the most important tweet that's inside of this. This tweet is a reaction. So here, let me just paint the whole picture for you instead of just giving you the reaction here. So Blockchain Boy said, "Not gonna lie, they cooked you, Mason." Shout out to Blockchain Boy, cracking jokes. Not really the best timing there, Blockchain Boy. Great timing. So he's saying that, they cooked Mason. Cointelegraph cooked Mason over this tweet. Yeah, he's kind of right. It's kind of funny. Blockchain Boy earned a like for me on that. All right, here's Zepsy, my guy from HBAR in the house. What they've published has been a disgrace. They've even reposted it 3 times with three different sets of copy. So that tweet that I showed you, they reposted it 3 times with different sets of copy to cover their prior mistakes because they have no idea what the F is actually happening. Thing number 1. All right. So Blockchain Boy asks, what's good with the HBAR scam pump? Is it really BlackRock or nah? And here is the tweet that really nails it home for me here. Zepsy. The BlackRock MMF is tokenized on Hedera by I cannot pronounce that. Archax and Ownera.io. Ownera.io. The BlackRock signed off. BlackRock signed off on the PR, which we, HBAR Foundation, directly copied to the HBAR Foundation blog, which Archax posted. Then we used messaging for the social media copy. All right. We pitched this PR to Web3 Media and it was declined, everybody. So they knew this was coming. Before I read the rest, everybody at the HBAR Foundation knew this was coming. They had the MMF from Archax. BlackRock is involved, their money market fund, and they were pitching it to Web3 Media to help them publish it, to help them get the story out once the story hit, as it is a really big story. It is, like Mason said, a layered partnership. Not a direct partnership, so to speak, but it is a money market fund, tokenized on Hedera. That is true. That BlackRock was aware of it. They signed off on the PR. I don't see the problem here. All right. So all right. Let's start from the top. The BlackRock money market fund is tokenized on Hedera by Archax and Ownera.io. BlackRock signed off on the PR, which we directly copied to the HBAR Foundation blog, which Archax posted. We then used messaging for the social media copy. We pitched this PR to Web3 Media, and it was declined. Web3 Media decided to write what seems like a hit piece instead. Cointelli right there. That's what they did. There should be legit Web3 coverage coming soon from a publication that had the decency to reach out to us. Smash the likes for Zepsy there. So, man, I have questions, guys. I have questions. I feel like I have I have figured this out, in terms of what happened, but what I don't understand, I have questions. And I did message Zepsi if he'd like to come onto the show. He always gets back to me. He hasn't got back to me yet, but I feel like Zepsi might, hopefully, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, could come onto the show and clear this up for everybody so we all know exactly what happened. But this is what I see. Let me tell you what I see. I see that there is a money market fund, BlackRock is involved, that is tokenized on Hedera. True or false? True. Okay. My question is, one, why would Cointelelie deny the PR? That's step one. Step two, why would they write a hit piece, and not even Cointelelie, other places too? He said Web3 Media. He didn't specifically say Cointelegraph. All right, so there's that. Why would they turn it down? Why would they not help them publish it as it is a good news story? And all good questions. So, this is a developing story. It's not, this isn't it for that story. There's a lot more to it, I'm sure. I don't have every piece of the story, but I do have a strong enough understanding of it to talk about it on my show. What I do want to show you now is the Hedera chart. Man, HBAR, so say right here, AJ, around 18 cents. Finger on the trigger. Did not pull it. I kind of broke every rule I have. Since then, I'm only down 27% from the sale. It's not from the no sale. That's not that bad. Could have been worse. But my plan was I was going to sell 40, 45%, and then buy it all back lower. That was my plan. I decided that long term is probably a sucker's move. That if BlackRock really is involved with Hedera, I mean, this is probably just the beginning. We all know Hedera's long term goals here. Everything they've done, all the big name companies, the governing council. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Hedera is going to be a rock solid top 20 crypto project. And I kind of just talked myself out of I over intellectualized it and talked myself out of the move. It happens to everybody. And, it is kind of hard to sell when it pops up to 12 cents. Oh, maybe should I sell here? It just keeps going. Oh, should I sell here? It just keeps going. Oh, should I sell here? So I successfully did not sell the whole way up. And then right at the top is actually where I contemplated it. And I guess my mind was in the right spot. There's no sense of babbling on about this. But my point here is that, Hedera is actually still holding from this pump yesterday. There's this support resistance level right here at 11.9, just about 12 cents, for when it came up, came down, and continued. Well, where it came down formed that support resistance level right there at 11.9. Okay, just about 12 cents. And as you can see, when it came down here and popped, that is where it bounced off of. So I would say, and also this support resistance level here at about 14 cents is where it has now got rejected 2 separate times right there. Okay, so we're definitely right now in a conditional range on HBAR. We are in a conditional range on the 12-minute chart where we are bouncing between these 2 points, which is 14.1, 11.9. So I would alarm up if you're trying to make a move. I would certainly be a little bit upset if we lost the 11.9 level. But time will tell. Certainly personally I'm not going to alarm them right here, right now on the show, because I don't want the alarm to go off during the show. But I will be, making that move there. So there's a little bit of insight. And really, when you zoom out and look at the whole HBAR play here, like I did talk about this at length. This 10-cent level, the break of this 10-cent level, of course, the volume profile is not working right now. But the break of this 10-cent level was significant because if you kind of go back in the past and realize when Hedera, if you go back to like a daily chart, how fast Hedera moved in the past. Oh, sorry, all this stuff's in the way. in the past, Hedera quickly, kind of moved from 5-6 cents up to 9 cents because of big gap in the volume profile. And similarly, when you kind of come back over here, it also moved pretty quick between 9 and 10 cents, also because of the gap in the volume profile. Okay, so you kind of look at the gaps. Okay, so now we are kind of in a situation where our price is right here. A lot of the volume is actually down around 10 cents. And, kind of the video I made on Monday was kind of saying that, first of all, anytime you can buy Hedera under 10 cents, it's an absolute steal. And that if it broke 10 cents, it would likely move up to 11, 12 pretty fast because of the gap in the volume profile. And all of those things were spot on. I called that on Monday. I'm not saying I called the pump, but I did say how fast it would move because of the gap in the volume profile. So now that we kind of have the big picture here, you kind of see where we're at. We at the end of the day, we want to see Hedera hold 10 cents. Hedera needs to hold 10 cents. Like, that's the 16-cent level for Algorand that I talked about at length until I was out of breath many times. That is the level for Hedera. We want to stay above 10 cents. It's right at 13 now. It's in a conditional range. I'll give you those numbers one more time if you'd like to set an alarm at home. Conditional range at 11.9 and at 14.1. Okay, and that is a large range. To be fair, I mean, that is about an 18% range. But that's what it's in. It does look like it's kind of forming a little bullish divergence. Sort of bullish divergence coming in on market cipher B. We do have a green dot. We are only looking at the 12-minute, but and in any time, I mean, laws of gravity, everybody. When you realize, this thing from 8 a.m. yesterday to the tippy top last night, where is that level? And we're talking 109% in 14 hours. That's pretty ridiculous, everybody. And, in hindsight's always 2020, but that should have been the giveaway to, to jump out with the means to jump back in. And I think a lot of people kind of misinterpret when, like, if I publicly said at 18 cents yesterday, oh, I sold my Hedera, everyone would have been like, you traitor. But really, it's like, listen, like, if I was to do that, it would only be with the intention to buy back in. There's nothing wrong with jumping out and jumping back in and saving your bags from falling X amount of percent. And that is certainly what I should have done. And I intellectualized myself right out of the smart move. And that's okay. That is okay. So one day at a time, we're going to keep it moving here. So big shout out. Hey, end of the day, Cointelegraph is making themselves look dumb again. 1, 2, it's proof that we need more accurate coverage, better coverage in Web3 media, period. All right. And this is actually why, I mean, I feel like we the influencers in the game, people like me, people like Wendy, Altcoin Daily, Ben, I would rather get my news from someone who is well informed about the story rather than just like news. Because the news, they have an agenda. Like, why would Cointelegraph not print HBAR's press release? Why? You see my point? So that's the big question. That's the big question for me. But at the end of the day, there is a money market fund tokenized on Hedera that BlackRock is involved in. That is the true at the end of the day. So who really cares about all the noise? All right. So I'm going to take a quick look at the chat here. I do see the Glitter Queen in the chat. Everybody, make sure you give some thoughts, prayers, whatever for you do for the Glitter Queen. She is, under the weather, as I have been. Just give her some love. Give her some love. Brumfield got a $5 super chat. Thank you for the offer on HBAR. We need to end the FUD by Coin Tell a Lie. Man, 100%. This has been an ongoing issue this whole time, and it's a bummer. It really is unfortunate. I have more things to say, but I'm not even going to say them. All right. Oh my God. Now Glitter Queen's in the chat selling me out. AJ got me sick. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and West D in the house. I mean, really good point. He said, "You're not alone, AJ. I'm still up 150% from my entry. I'm holding long term anyway. You know, and had I sold it, it would still be pumping. That was my fear yesterday too. Because yesterday, like those are not typical scenarios. Like in a typical scenario, yeah, I would have sold at 18 yesterday and recalibrated once we came down the hill. But in those scenarios, when you have an insane news story and you don't know what's possible, and it kind of enters a little phase of like sort of discovery, it is very difficult to make the right calls in, you know, massive news bubble type situations. It's tough to play those. It really is. And the truth is that, you know, we're holding long term anyway. Hedera is a long term move for me. Hedera is going to be a top 20 project. Easy. You know, it's kind of about zooming out and, you know, being a part of it, being a part of the roller coaster rather than, you know, trying to do everything perfect. That's not how crypto works. Yeah, we will be updating our portfolio soon. You know, obviously we've both been sick, haven't really. And to be honest, when the market and when we do portfolios, I've said this in a couple of them, but if there's any a time where we skip a week, it's because we did not buy that week. And if we skip that week, we bought stable coins. And those stable coins will either be held as stable coins or they will be put into the next video, which is what we do a lot of the time. So we have talked about that. So all right, perfect. So I have a couple other stories here, and then we're going to get into the charts. I know there's some concern in the chat, like, are we tanking right now? I did see Bitcoin. You know, I was aware of Bitcoin falling a little bit before. Here's a quick 12-minute chart of Bitcoin. Unfortunately, I remember everybody yesterday. I was talking about getting above 67,000. This was the do or die level for Bitcoin to get above. Unfortunately, Bitcoin has been rejected from 67,000, as I feared yesterday. Ben and I, you know, we talked on his show yesterday, and I said I will feel a lot better about everything once Bitcoin clears 67. If Bitcoin can't clear 67, we're going to be on the roller coaster until we're not. And it has, you know, and it has even lost the last low at 66. So we're actually at 65.1 for Bitcoin right now, and I'm sure the altcoins, excuse me, are consequently taking a quick hit there as well. But before we get into the rest of the charts, I do have a couple stories I want to talk about here. I mean, I could talk about this really, really fast. You know, there's stories coming out about why is this not working? My internet kind of froze on me there. Why the SEC delays put the May Ethereum ETF deadline in doubt. Of course, I mean, they're going to drag their feet on this. This website's really kind of freezing up on me. Grayscale and BlackRock persist in seeking their ETF approvals, Ethereum ETF approvals, underscoring their dedication to broadening digital asset access. Market and analysts express skepticism over the immediate approval of Ethereum ETFs, citing low engagement from the SEC on the Ethereum specifics. I think that, of course, the SEC is going to drag their feet on Ethereum. I fear deep down that we might not see an Ethereum ETF until after the election. That is not my 100% for sure opinion. That is not a straight statement from AJ Writes Crypto, but that is my fear because I've touched on this before. Wendy, shout out to Crypto Wendy O. She knocked this out of the park. They gave us Bitcoin because they can control Bitcoin. And when with a Bitcoin ETF, you know, if you get involved with an ETF, you don't. That Bitcoin's not yours. You don't have custody of that Bitcoin, right? You are, you know, they're holding it for you. All right. And Ethereum, you know, is kind of the heart and soul of DeFi and crypto, which is kind of hard to deny. And I feel like that the government cannot control Ethereum like the government can control Bitcoin. And they're only going to give us what, you know, they can have control, or they don't want us to own anything. And obviously I would be beside myself if Gary Gensler gave us an Ethereum ETF approval before the election. I just don't see it happening. I hope so. Of course, I hope so, but that's just how I see it. That's my take. I'm not going to keep going further down into that rabbit hole. All right, so let me get rid of this story here, pull up this next one. This is pretty cool. We got a slam dunk for crypto here, everybody. I really like this story. The NBA playoffs to feature Coinbase's new $15 million campaign. Absolutely amazing. Big slam dunk moment here for crypto. Too long, didn't read. Coinbase cryptocurrency exchanges launching a nationwide ad campaign. The ads use the pizza analogy to depict inefficiencies in traditional banking. The ad campaign, the campaign aims to simplify crypto benefits over traditional finance. Of course, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are the TradFi people, the legacy people are going to hate that commercial, but damn, that commercial is probably so good. And pizza sounds really nice right now. So yeah, we're talking a $15 million put aside for the TV ads that will air during the NBA playoffs, which are expected to kick off today. Today is Wednesday. Man, this is so the campaign consists of two separate commercials, one 30-second video and the other 60 seconds. These commercial ads will be featured on ESPN, ESPN2, TNT, ABC. And hey, I think that's completely awesome. That is what people need to see. We need to put it in their faces wherever, everybody loves the NBA, right? If people are watching that basketball like crazy, and to see those commercials during the playoffs, it's not the Super Bowl. It's not the Super Bowl, but that's big news. That's big news. And, obviously this channel is sponsored by Phemex, but I don't, actively, I'm not like supporting, pushing. I'm not telling you to go get a Coinbase account or anything like that. But I am going to say that I do have a lot of respect for Coinbase, because Coinbase, has been on the front lines, fighting for crypto. They really have been. And, I am glad that they're, dedicating this kind of money to $15 million to put crypto on TV during the NBA playoffs. I mean, that's pretty cool, guys. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but that is the little things. It's the little things. And like I said before, do you know how I know the bull run's coming? Because I am what they call a KOL in crypto, a knowledge opinion leader, an influencer, as they speak, right? And when you see company after company after company after company start stepping up to the plate with millions and millions and millions of dollars in marketing money that was not there before, across the board, everybody is putting money into marketing right now. If you are in a project that's not spending money on marketing, get out. The projects that are spending money on marketing are the projects that are making an effort to get to people while we're still on the way up the hill. Having just happened. I'm sticking to the playbook, and the playbook is that a year and a half from now, we should be kind of close to the top. All right. And the marketing dollars are real. And if the marketing money wasn't there, I would be concerned. I would be worried about, is it too soon? Is it too late? Is the timeline wrong? Blah, 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 blah. But if the marketing money's there, connect the dots. That's all I'm really going to say. All right. I kind of already covered that. I'm going to do a quick little overview of the market here, and then I will get into charts. Bitcoin 65. I'm going to get a fresh here on CoinGecko. 65 flat for Bitcoin. Ethereum 3,200. Tether 99 cents. Oh my God, everybody run. BNB 600. Solana 154. XRP boring as ever. Dogecoin 15 cents. Ton still in the top 10 at 556. That is a chart that we absolutely nailed in the Telegram group on that short down. Shout out to anybody who got in on that trade from the Telegram group. Also, wait, where's it at? I want to take a quick look at the gainers and the losers to see What else is volatile right now? Why is that not popping down? Okay, there we go. Gainers, losers, top 100. Okay, here we are. Hedera, still the big winner of the day, up 36%. And Algorand, right behind it, up 14.5%. I'm screenshotting that. Hold on, everybody. We're taking a screenshot of this shit. Hold up. I got to make my face bigger. Where's my face? Where's the button? Hold on. This is exciting stuff, everybody. This is a moment. This is a moment. Okay. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go here. That was a great screenshot. All right. That was a very bad screenshot, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it forever because obviously, you know, my two of my favorite coins are doing very well. If Vechain was in that picture, oh, I would be freaking out. I'd be doing backflips right now. All right. So I'm back. So, you know, Hedera, Algorand leading the way. Love to see it. We got Bonk, Dog Whiff close behind, Ondo at 5%. And then, you know, that's really it in terms of the movers in the top 100. And then on the right side of the screen is kind of where more of the truth of the matter is. Core, Athena, Cash, Beam, SEI, WorldCoin all down around 8%. Stacks, the graph down 6%. ICP 6%. Cardano, Sui, Polkadot, Aptos, Render. That is kind of the story. But, you know, on the right side, what are two coins that we talk about all the time, everybody? Hedera, Algorand. Obviously, if you watch AJ Writes Crypto, you know that these are, you know, two of my favorite picks, and it's good to see them both in the lead right now. I to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, I do not know why Algorand's up 14%. If anybody in the chat would care to share the story, please let me know, because I don't know. Algorand needs a fake partnership HBAR style. Please, John Allen Woods, Eric. It's not a fake partnership. There is a money market fund that BlackRock has on Hedera's blockchain with those other two companies, Own Era and I always mispronounce it anyway. Archex. Algorand ETF done. That's why. LOL. Interesting. Okay. Going to keep it rolling. Okay, that story is not a big deal. Oh yeah, I also do want to say here really fast. Every day, I've been putting up, you know, I started off with my Telegram group only wanting to put in like 3 positions a day. I've been doing a lot more than 3 positions a day for the Telegram group because I have a lot of charts in front of me and I want to share my thoughts. And, you know, and that's what I've been doing every single day over at the Alpha group on Telegram. It is a paid group. We have over 100 people now, inching closer to 110. We've been getting new people every day. It's really, really cool to see. I've been working my butt off. You know, I am going to have more like kind of educational lesson type stuff coming your way as well. With the group, especially for the beginners out there. This group started off as a call, like, you know, kind of a call group for the leverage traders, kind of like, you know, set your charts, set these alarms, react to the market kind of thing. You know, that is certainly where the group started. And then as the group got going, you know, a lot of beginners signed up for the group, and they don't even understand, you know, how to send money on Ethereum. They don't understand what a DApp is. You know, a lot of beginners. So, you know, I have been trying the best I can to, you know, obviously do what the group was for, which was for, you know, to show you my charts, to show you what I'm trading, to show you my positions. And, you know, I'm also making an effort for the beginners as well. So if you'd like to sign up for the Telegram group, for sure, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We'll help you take your trading to the next level. We've been nailing trades over at the Alpha Group every single day since it started. I'm very proud of the group. I'm very proud of the people in the group. It makes me feel really good when, you know, I put a position up, even a position I'm unsure about putting up. And, you know, a few hours later, I get 3 or 4 messages on Telegram or DMs on Twitter with people with praying hands saying, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You know, thanks for your help. And that's the kind of stuff that love you guys. Love you guys so much. We're giving it hell. I'm super bullish on the group and what we're going to do with it moving forward. So if you want to sign up, make sure you send me an email. AJ partnered with Google. OMG. Oh man. Excuse me. Well, Braxton, so see, this is literally what it is. He said, you'll be happy you didn't sell HBAR, especially 40%. Well, I said that if I was to have sold my HBAR up there at 18 cents, I would have bought it all back at 13. It wasn't me selling and leaving. It would have been the jump in, jump out game, which I play more times than not. I'm very, very, very good at playing that game, actually. But I do want to ask everybody really, really fast before I go into the charts here. I do want to see how many likes we have on the stream. We have 332 people watching and 148 likes. So a lot of you are guilty. You're in big trouble. Smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So awesome. Tanker Monkey readjusted my bags after your portfolio rating. I'm heavy in the HBAR. So yeah, thanks, man. Of course. I got you, bro. I got you. It's like we've been doing this for years or something. All right. Let's start looking at charts. We have about 15 minutes left. We're going to blitz through as many charts as we can in that amount of time. So make sure you don't go anywhere. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Telegram group. Make a Phemex account. Shout out to Market Cypher. Got to give a big thank you to all my sponsors. All right, so here we are. Okay, the dollar, the almighty motherfucking dollar. All right, and as you can see here, we right as Bitcoin got rejected from 67, look what happened. The dollar came up, staying above the 200 EMA, pushing towards the 50 EMA. This is the 2-hour chart. Looking at the 1-hour chart here, it looks like the dollar is on a little bit of a tear today. Would really like to see it, kind of not get past its previous floor. I know there's a little support resistance level, back here, like from this touch there and touch here as well. We'd like to see the dollar not get past this and get rejected. And then what we would want from there is what we would want to see the dollar form, something like, or even more, a more local downtrend like this. We want to see the dollar for when it pops up. We want to see it get rejected. We don't want this thing to, keep on rolling. We don't want to see that. All right. So that does have something to do with it. Also, the stock market, I'm looking at the 12 minutes, the S&P 500. So the stock market had this bounce off support resistance. By the way, this is all-time high for stock market, by the way, back March 28th, excuse me. And now, this line here is actually the 2021 all-time high. And this is the support resistance level that it bounced off of. Okay. So my point here is that the stock market, we want to see it continue. We don't want to see this death cross that is kind of forming. It looks like, those levels of, this is a 2-hour chart, by the way, the levels have kind of pressed together. You see that? The death cross actually has not happened. You see how they came very close and moved apart? All right. If this is a firm rejection and we come down here, best believe that they will cross eventually. But, if this thing the stock market can kind of kiss off this and turn around, man, that would be really good to see. It is only a 2-hour chart, but death crosses on the 2-hour chart are still relevant. Don't get me wrong. So, stock market, little rocky start to the day. We did have this little bounce off the support resistance, but on the 1 hour getting rejected from the 200 EMA. So let's keep a close eye on this. Is this thing going to come down and double bottom? Is it going to put in a higher low? Is it going to lose that support resistance and keep going down? We don't know, but that's why we monitor this thing, because really, to be honest with you, I watch the dollar, I watch the stock market almost as much as I watch Bitcoin, because it's all relevant. It's all a part of the story. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm going to look at the 2-hour instead here on Bitcoin. Kind of really paints the picture a little bit better. Here, let me I got my brush on again. I just draw random lines everywhere, as I always do. So, Bitcoin, obviously, like kind of anchor wave, trigger wave here, market cipher B, bearish divergence, price going up, oscillator trending down. Not exactly what we wanted to see. We had it conversation about this yesterday, as there's this trend line, this big downtrend here. All right. And this support resistance level there at 67,000. Bitcoin tried to get above the downtrend. It got rejected at the support resistance and is now back down below. That outcome did make a lot of sense to me. Things would be much different if Bitcoin could have went like that. But we did end up getting this rejection. So now it's kind of a matter of, so we're still in this downtrend. We're still falling. Okay. There does need to be a breakout at some point. The worst case scenario for Bitcoin, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, would be losing this level right here. I talked about this level at length. All right. Around 61,000. We cannot lose that level, everybody. We lose that level, we start having really sad conversations around here. So really what we want to do is we want to closely monitor Bitcoin and figure out where it's going to decide to give you kind of look at this level here. All right. I mean, look at all the times it touched this level. We're talking back here, right here. Perfect touch right there, right there. Okay. So this level is important. All right. 64, basically 64,500. All right. We're going to keep a close eye on that level. Bitcoin is, right above it right now. We want Bitcoin to basically, what you want to do anytime anything is falling, you want to go through and find support resistance levels. Any support, even this one right here, and you want to be aware, you want to alarm it and be aware if Bitcoin loses it, because we can't stare at the chart all day, right? So the reason I really lean on support resistance is because we can't sit here all day long and stare at the chart. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to alarm the level and be aware. We're going to get a notification, an email, a text message when or if Bitcoin loses that level, so we can stay plugged in and be able to react to the market without having to stare at it all day. And not only that, this is also kind of getting us closer and closer and closer to the ultimate test, which is at 61,000 right here. We have, kind of dipped below that temporarily. The local low is actually 59.7 right there, but I'm going to change the color of that one because the real level itself is actually 61,000. Obviously, you can dip below things and still have the level considered held, if that makes sense. So, Bitcoin is kind of bearish divergence on its way down the hill at the moment. Hopefully, it can find a place to catch its breath and not just continue falling. But that does seem to be the case right now. Consequently, we're going to come over and look at the altcoins, starting with Solana. And, kind of the same story here. So all these support resistance levels, these levels here were given to the Telegram group. A lot of good conditional trades here that we nailed. Look at all these levels here, everybody. This is what I gave to the Telegram group. All these can look how many, because I noticed early on, right, that Solana was moving like a staircase. It was up. Okay. Kind of see how it cliffed up like a staircase. So I set all these conditional levels. All right. And would basically say, if we break this, go boom. So, 4% trade right there. You break this, boom. All right. Another 4% trade right there. 3.5%. You break this, go boom. All right. Another 5% trade right there. So it's not about, if you wanted to go off this alarm break, all the way back here and you systematically move your stop loss up, as you're winning the trade, move it up. You could have done that as well. If you rode the trade out, you could be up 18%. So these like small conditional trades are super important because it's not about making $1 million in one trade. It's about making 1 million calculated trades. So, all these levels are now coming back into play because Solana is actually testing the 152.35 level right now, where, the 147.35 level right here will be the next support resistance level in line in the case where we lose this one. All right. So just as the staircase mattered on the way up, it very well could matter on the way down. As you can see, this level here was just too tough for Solana to get above at right around 160, high 159s. And so I'm going to have an alarm here set at 152.3. And that's what I'm going to do my trade off of. I don't know about you. So yeah, Algorand 2-hour chart, man, I don't know. I hate to not know, but I don't know why it pumped so hard. It went to 27. I was this morning. All I did this morning was learn as much as I could about the Hedera story. I totally missed the boat on this one. I did see that it was pumping last night, but I went to bed around 11:30 and it popped out at around 1:36 in the morning. So I wouldn't have known. Um, wow. And now it's, actually kind of holding at this support resistance level here at 22 cents. So, I am going to try to figure out what happened with Algorand here. I love to see that it happened, but I don't know why it happened. And I feel completely left out of the loop. Completely left out of the loop. But yeah, so keep a close eye on it. Similar to HBAR, it came up and it's now come back down, and it is holding on to this level here at 22 cents. But in the event where it would lose that level at 22 cents, this is kind of what I'm worried about, because if you kind of come over here, you see this line's already drawn for me. You see how I'll draw it again. I'll delete it and draw it again. You see how fast Algorand fell from here to here? You know why? Because there's a big gap in the volume profile. Okay, from a technical standpoint, I know why Algorand went from here to here. All right, from what level is this? 18 cents to 22 cents. Because look at the gap. See this gap in the volume profile? It's still there. All right, on the right side of your screen. I'll draw it again. See this gap in the volume profile? Well, that's because a chart will always go to where the volume is. All right, and so Algorand really needs to hold this 22 cent level. It's sitting at this 22 cent level, hanging there right now. All right. And my point here is that if we lose this level, it's likely going to fall to 19 cents, 13% drop, because it could fall through the volume profile. Just like it fell really fast through here, just like it came up really fast right here. We lose this level, it's very likely that we see 19 cents again because of the volume profile. Well, let's hope that it will kind of bounce and wiggle its way up. That can happen, but keep a close eye on Algorand dancing at the support resistance level around 22 cents. All right. I will take a quick look at the Hedera chart again. Just understand that. So this level here, 14.2 and 11.9. Those are the conditional levels for Hedera. Let's really hope that it holds that 11.9 level. The graph, man, this stuff is insane right now. Definitely bouncing between conditional ranges as well. Definitely come up, kiss this level at 30 cents. Since then, been rejected 9% down to 27. There's a big support resistance level at 27.4, basically 27.5 cents. Definitely set that alarm on the graph. Probably would be a short trade in the event that we lost that level. I'm going to skip that one. I know someone wanted to see Vechain. Let's take a quick look at Vechain. All right, so it finally happened with Vechain. It finally happened. So Vechain was in a classic, even uptrend here, and it was approaching this support resistance level here at 0.043, and it was getting close to the point of intersection, which is where it will either have to break down or break above support resistance. Vechain did opt, unfortunately, to break down. That's not exactly what we want to see, but it's not the end of the world, because now that the the structure of the uptrend is broken, now we look to support resistance to save us. So you can already see, right here. Okay. And even if you scoot this bad boy up, right there is actually where it turned around from this level right here. So, you kind of want to go through the support resistance levels created from the uptrend to see where can Vechain get caught. Although Vechain got broke out of the uptrend, I am not that worried about it. You know why? Because when Vechain got completely decimated, when the market got completely decimated, Vechain held a lot of its value. You know why? Vechain has so many core bullish people that will not sell. And there's only so much damage can be done to that chart. That's what happens when you have people with conviction like the VFAM has with this project. So keep a close eye on this level, 0404. Okay. That is support resistance from over here. Another support resistance would be exactly 4 cents, precisely 4 cents right there as well. Kind of look to see if Vechain can catch any of these levels and continue its ride up and not really start a complete bearish structure. But really, when you kind of consider you can't even really even try to draw that line, you know what I mean? So it's kind of confusing on on its overall structure. It's not like you can, yeah, let me kind of pull this bad boy over here. So if you kind of go from, the 4-hour chart and consider the whole year, I mean, you could like kind of go like that, or even go like that and eliminate this outlier here. You could do that, but it's kind of tough to draw because it's such a flat line. So I would kind of draw it like that to get more touches and eliminate the outlier. But even then, it doesn't really help to draw that line. I kind of hate when it doesn't work like that. But the point here I'm building to is that when, back in February, March, when Vechain broke this level, see this level here, it was rejected from this. This was Christmas time. It's local high Christmas time. And then this year it came over and put in a local high at, let me fix this really fast. It put in a local high at 5.5 cents right there. Okay. So, and this level here that the local top from Christmas time is now the floor. Okay. And as you can see, it even tested this floor here. Okay. So as long as Vechain stays above 0.0377, you're good. Because that is the level. Just how the level for HBAR is 10 cents, just like how the level for Algorand is 16 cents. Vechain 0.0377. That is the level. Vechain cannot lose that level, or we will likely see a fall back to its previous value area between like 3 and 2 cents, which would be extremely unfortunate. So awesome. So there you go for today, everybody. I do have a couple other charts I want to show you, but I am out of time. I am definitely going to post a handful more setups. I have a couple other trades on my mind over at the Telegram group. If you want to get involved with the group, make sure you send me an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Here's a little graphic for it right here. I have over 100 people in the group already. We've been knocking trades out of the park every day. I've been having a really good time, trying to educate as many people as I can. And yeah, so there you go. I just want to give you guys some love there. Shout out to everybody in the group. You guys rock. I'm checking the chat here really quick. You guys are impossible. You guys are. All right. Cool. Well, y'all rock. My name's AJ Writes Crypto. Smash the like button on your way out the door. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to film a video right now. Peace. Join the Telegram group.